Hi, I'm Madison and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a brand new weekly reading vlog for you. So, haven't done a weekly reading vlog in a hot minute because things have been a little busy, but I did want to do this vlog specifically because I have some arcs I would like to get to that all come out on the same day, and I was like, well, let's get them all read then. So I have 3 arcs here. 2 of them I'm 100% getting to. The third one, if I do, great. If I don't, I'm not gonna like cry over it. So it's gonna be a bit more of a fantasy focused vlog with only 1 romance in it. Even if I don't get to the second fantasy book, I want to read another fantasy. I mean, I'm in a fantasy mood and that just happens from time to time. I don't know, I've been craving them. I think I've been reading a lot of like super erotica stuff lately that I'm just like, my brain needs a bit of a break. So I'm definitely wanting, and I'm so excited for this, to pick up Gallant by VE Schwab. I actually have no idea what Gallant is about. Then we have my most excited traditionally published romance coming out this year. This is Hook, Line and Sinker by Tessa. This is the follow-up to It Happened One Summer. And then we have Edgewood by ᴛᴏᴛᴛᴇʀ. I really want to get to this. I don't know too much about it. It just says, ᴛᴛᴛᴛᴇʀ weaves an epic love story of a girl forced to return to the home she left in order to break a terrible curse. I'll catch you guys up later. I have to get to work. I just finished my lunch break. But yeah, and I'm also gonna add in, I recently did like a poll to see what you guys wanted to see, and a lot of you guys wanted to see a bit more of like my life stuff in these weekly reading vlogs, even though, to be quite honest with you, if I'm not reading, I'm either sleeping, eating, or working. So my life isn't that interesting, but I will do what I can. And yeah, love you guys. Bye.
It's been a year since we last talked, but now you're hitting me up, telling me that it's been too long, and you wanna meet up. You said your favorite coffee shop was just on the block, so we met up for a cup and then went for a walk. But you were on your phone the whole time. What was up with that? Cause if you wanted me, talk to me. Don't be hiding behind your screen. I got too much stuff to do.
Hey, okay, so I figured I should put up to you guys on Gallant because I am over halfway now. The only problem is that I really can't actually talk to you guys about this because no one seems to actually know what Gallant is about. And I'm worried that by telling you guys what it's about, I'm gonna like spoil it for everyone. So I'm just gonna tell you what I know so far. I will also preface by saying that like I'm enjoying it, but like to be quite honest, it's really nothing that special. It's about a 14-year-old girl. She's an orphan. She lives at this like girls' school for troubled girls, and she's mute. She can't speak. She can hear and everything else, but she can't speak. And she has a journal left over from her mum when she was like left as a kid, and the journal kind of shows her mum slowly going into like going crazy in the end. And part of the journal, it says, you'll be safe, Olivia, so long as you don't go to Gallant. And that's all she really knows. And she can also see ghouls and ghosts. She can see dead bodies. And then one day a note ends up coming to the girls' school, and it says that she has an uncle and that a car will be sent for her and that she's going to be like, you know, taken somewhere. And she ends up leaving the girls' school being like, oh my God, I do have family. For 14 years I thought I was just like an orphan, that I had no one left. She gets to this place and she finds out that this house, her mother's house, her family house, is Gallant. It does take like probably like the first this much of the book before you get to Gallant, and then like the next 25% is her there. And you know, you piece things together as it goes on. It's definitely a story where you're trying to piece things together because that's what Olivia is doing. Olivia has no idea what's going on. She can't really communicate to anyone with what's going on. She sees things that no one else knows that she can see, and so it's her trying to figure these things out. It's definitely the idea of like alternate worlds and like the shadow world and like things like that is kind of like what I'm gathering from this so far. She's got a very easy writing style. I will say that Victoria Schwab has a very easy writing style. It's very easy to blast through her books. It's fine, but it's not the most engaging book. And I think that's what I'm struggling with. I'm struggling with the fact that it's not like grabbing my attention. Like, I'm reading it because I'm reading it. And yeah, that's my update for now. And I hope I'm still enticing you guys because I feel like I'm being boring AF. But I do have packages that I will open for you guys tomorrow. So that's it. Good morning. So I actually don't know when I last started this vlog or anything like that. Let me move my hair up because it's like a mess and a half. But it's been a while because I finished my Megaverse vlog and my Crescent City reread and House Sky and Breath read in between when I started this vlog and now. So basically last night I finished Gallant by VE Schwab. I'm not going to grab it, it's somewhere else, and I don't really have much to say because I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. Now, everyone is probably now sitting here thinking, oh my god, you gave VE Schwab 2 out of 5 stars. You are a monster. Now, I understand that. Since I put my rating up on Goodreads, I have had countless people messaging me with shocked emojis. It was boring, okay? It was boring. I don't know what else to tell you people, okay? It was a boring book to me. She's a beautiful writer, gorgeously written, appreciate the representation, but it was a boring book and I kept wanting to put it back down, and it was a really quick read. So like, great, it was a quick read, it was atmospheric, but it was boring, and I was like, what even is this? Oh, my coffee's finished brewing. So yeah, like, I don't know what else to say to you people. Like, I know that there's gonna be a lot of people out there who get really upset at that and then be like, oh my god, you got an arc and you didn't even like it. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm sitting here in my little happy little Vegemite top. I don't know if you, it's like an Australian saying, like a happy little Vegemite. This is from an Australian brand. I did, however, start last night A Brush with Love by Mazey Eddings. I got 50 pages in last night and now I'm currently 189 pages in, so I'm like well over halfway. I am loving the crap out of this book. This book is amazing. I will admit, this comes out on the 1st of March and I was skeptical because I was like, oh, on the back it says, the most intoxicating slow burn I've read in ages. And I go, oh, is that really gonna be it for me? It might be a slow burn, but it is a steamy slow burn. Like, the amount of sexual tension is palpable. It's so palpable. Oh my god, you can feel the attraction between them. It's not even funny. And this book is also so hilarious. I've laughed so much. I think I added 5 years to my expected lifespan because of this book. Like, I have been laughing out loud non-stop. And it's also one of those rom-coms, and it is a rom-com. Thank the mother freaking lords it's a rom-com. I've been hating lately when books are saying, hey, this is a rom-com, and they're not like that comedy-ish, or like the romance is actually a subplot. That's been happening way too often with traditionally published romances. This, however, defeats all that. It's so amazing, and I love so much about it is because there's a friendship group in this, and I think it's going to be a whole series following each of her 4 friends. Like, there's 4 of them together, and their female friendship is life. The female friendship in this is so good, and I love a good rom-com where the female friendships like add so much to the story. Like, they're so hilarious. I freaking love them. And even like the guy, his friendship, his roommate, the 2 dudes together, their like bromance friendship is so realistic too. Like, the friendships in this, the way that people interact, everything is just so realistic, and I'm living for it. So like, I don't think I've talked about this book. So this is a dentist romance. I know you probably like a dentist romance. They're both 26. She is a 4th year dentist student and he's a 1st year dentist student, but he has just come back to dentistry school because his dad passed away a year ago and his mum can no longer really run their dentistry place anymore. And so he's going back to school to help his mum, even though he doesn't really want to become a dentist. They like have guilt tripped him into it and he's like kind of upset at that. And his name is Dan. And then we have Harper, and she is a 4th year dentistry student. She's super smart, like top of her class, like studies all the time. She has GAD, and she also is very claustrophobic. She doesn't like being in crowds. It makes her super anxious. They meet in the very first chapter when she slips down the stairs and like crashes into him, like body slams, and breaks this like a dentistry mold that he'd made. And so she like promises to help him like fix it, even though she's like she's like the kind of like one-track mind where she's like, I have like all my career aspirations, like I don't have time for romances. And then the idea of like, I'm leaving in 4 months for like my residency, so I can't afford to have a romance. And he's here and he's like, I don't even want to be here, but like this girl's so amazing and I love her passion. And their romance is so cute because he's constantly like pushing her and is like, hey, so like let's hang out. And she's like, I don't have the time to hang out. And he's like, well, what are you doing on Saturday night? And she goes, I'm going grocery shopping. And he's like, then let's make it a date. And she goes, well, what do you mean? He goes, a grocery shopping date. I'll come grocery shopping with you. And she's like, what is wrong with you? I don't want to ruin everything that I've loved about this book because I want you guys to read it and just laugh and have so much fun at all the little nuances that happen in this because it is so adorable and so hilarious. I cannot wait to finish this. It's probably most likely definitely going to be a 5 out of 5 star read. And honestly, it's been a while since I've read a traditionally published romance that has been a 5-star read. I think the last one I read was last year, and it was It Happened One Summer by Tessa. That was the last 5-star traditionally published romance that I've read, so this is so awesome. I do also want to mention though that there are, she does have content warnings in the beginning of this, and I do want to mention those to people just in case. There are sensitive topics, including loss of a loved one and the complexities of living with a general anxiety disorder. There are also moments and potentially triggering content, including sexism and ableist language. Anyway, really enjoying this. I just finished making coffee. Gonna have my bagel because it's Sunday bagel and coffee, as you guys all know, and then I'm gonna watch some TV. So yeah, catch you guys up later. Bye. Hello from me and my little nugget over here. She's sleeping. Oh my god, I'm like literally almost done with this. I'm almost done, and I keep tabbing more and more, and I don't normally tab my romance novels this much, but this one's so cute and so freaking adorable, like my heart and everything that's happening in it. I'm just like, I'm dead, you guys. I'm dead. You guys need this. You guys need this. Please, 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 please trust me. Please trust me. Please, please, you need this. It's so adorable. My heart is just like dead and dying and melting. It's melting. It's melting. It's melted. It's a goop. My heart is goop. Also, the main character says her favorite Spider-Man is Andrew Garfield because he's so hot, and I'm like, that is so true. And also, they get caught doing some stuff in the library, the university library, and their friends walk in, and he just drops her. Okay, I'm gonna go finish.
My perfect date starts in a small cafe. There's hearts everywhere cause it's Valentine's Day. We order up waffles, then share the whole plate. Sit by the window and start to debate. There's nobody else I'd rather spend my everyday with. I think it's sweet, she sometimes winks when she laughs. I like the way she dances barefoot in the grass. Yeah, we get along alright, cause I've been dating me my whole life. Afternoon sun starts to peek through the clouds.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a super late start to the day for me because I'm actually filming some things today, and some reason I decided not to wake up until like 11. So, anyway, I'm about to film, I've got some TikToks I need to film. I'm gonna film 2 videos for YouTube as well. I did get, about almost halfway, a third of the way into Hook, Line and Sinker last night to decide to read the hardcover copy that I got. This, I'm pretty sure, did I already explain that this follows Hannah, who is a sister to the main character in book 1, and Fox, who is the best friend to the love interest in book 1. And Fox is a fisherman, he's a bit of a playboy, and Hannah is a aspiring Hollywood soundtrack creator person. Her studio ends up filming in Westport, which is where the small town is, and she ends up having to move in and like crash at Fox's place. And obviously they have like a we can't be together thing because like they're not like, you know, it's his best friend's girlfriend's little sister kind of a situation. So they're not supposed to be together, plus she's got a crush on this other guy that's like unrequited, but course there's a lot of chemistry between them. I'm not loving it as much as the first book, only because I don't love Hannah as much as I love Piper. However, I do adore Fox, and there's a lot of talk in this book about slut shaming, but on a male perspective. Like, Fox is constantly slut shamed, like everyone thinks he's such a player, and even though like he's been celibate for the last 7 months since he's met Hannah and they've been like texting, people still expect all these things from him, and he kind of presents himself in that way and has a lot of like, is very self-deprecating a lot, and I definitely, like, that's something that I can very much relate to from my own experiences, and so I really feel for him. I really love him. I love his whole plot line. Hannah is fine. I'm just not like in love with her, but obviously like I'm not even halfway yet, so we'll see how this keeps on going. At the moment I'm guessing it'll probably be like a 4-star. I don't think it's going to be like a full 5, but you never know. So that's going well. I then have some packages here that I'm going to open because I'm about to try these on, because I mostly buy outfits on the idea of, oh, I can wear them when I make videos and stuff. So I'm going to show you. I also normally buy 90% of my clothing from ɪռsᴛᴏᴅ. So, ooh, it looks really cute. This here is a little purple crop top. It's like a silky material. I have dresses in this material, and so when they came out with like these tops, I was like, oh, these could be super, super cute. But there's this. I tried to get some things that were like different colors, only because I feel like a majority of things I get are black or white. So what I did this time around when I ordered from ɪռsᴛᴏ was I bought things that were not in black and white, and then if I like them, I can rebuy them in the black and white versions. And that's what I do. If I like something, I will buy it in 17 different colors. I have no shame at all. As this top comes in black and white and different colors, so I thought I would try it in like this florally kind of print. But honestly, I don't know if I'm 100% digging it. I'll have to see what it looks like on. I also got this in a small. Aritzia is really weird because I'm either a size up than my normal size or a size down from my regular size in them. And I found that with tops, weirdly enough, I'm a size down in tops, but then in dresses, I'm a size up than I would normally be. So I'm thinking I might need to actually grab this in an extra small, but this is really cute. This is the top that I recently got in black and was like, oh, this is really cool. So I'm going to get it in green because I do like the color green on me a lot. This is actually a really nice green color. Oh, this turned out way more brown than I expected. Now this dress you guys will recognize because I own this dress currently in 4 different colors, 4, 5 colors. I don't even know. I own this dress in multiple colors, but I just got it in this. It looked like more of like a burgundy online, but it looks like way more brown, russety brown. I don't know how I feel about that, but I feel like it could suit me. I don't own anything in like this kind of a color. So those are the outfits I got. And then here we have some manga that I purchased because I want to do TikToks with them. Plus, I mean, I've already read these before. Oh, they all came together. Oh, I haven't read one of these. Oh, this didn't even come wrapped. What is this? Oh, is this not smutty? You know, for some reason, the expectations I had, I thought this was gonna be smutty. Oh, I'm a little bit disappointed. Oh, is it just gonna be really cute? Oh, wait, hang on. No, that is a scene. Huh. Because this one here, this came wrapped. So as you guys can see, it has it's got like saran wrap on it, if you guys can see that there. This here is Fire in His Fingertips. This has been out of print for like the last year because like the first print run, everyone bought it, and then like with all the things going on in the world of COVID and stuff and supply chain, like it just wasn't reprinted. It's finally been reprinted, so now I finally own a physical copy of it. This is a very, very smutty manga. Like it's there. It's a bit much for some people, but I still like it. Then this one I got specifically to do a TikTok with it. You people are gonna be like, what is wrong with you? This is Thigh High. It's about a high school where the guys wear sailor uniforms and like thigh highs. I'm really excited to film my TikTok with this one. And then this one is I've become an Omega today. And so this is the one that I haven't read before. And this one is, I'm guessing, like, I mean, I just recently read Omegaverse, so I figured this could be kind of fun to see. But it actually did have a mildly smutty scene. Nothing that's like visual. I feel like the most of the times if they are, like, they can be like sexy scenes, but I feel like the only times they're actually wrapped is when you actually see the bits and pieces, whereas this is one where like you don't actually see the bits and pieces. So anyway, that's my little update on stuff, and I'm gonna go do stuff. Yeah. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I curled my hair. So I normally curl it, and then as you can see, it's like really, really curled, and then it's gonna fall a little bit. Plus, like, I'll smush it out as I do stuff, and so that's my little hair routine. I do hairspray it afterwards too on days when I'm filming. If I'm not filming, I'm just doing chilling with my hair curled, I won't hairspray it, but yeah. Okay, bye.
If it seems like I film all my clips in my bedroom, I do. It's the place where I get the best natural lighting. It doesn't happen anywhere else because of where my apartment is situated. All the buildings in New York block out the natural light in my living room. Anyway, I did finish last night. Let me grab the book. Started this. But I did finish Hook, Line and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. I ended up tapping it a crap ton towards the end. I really did enjoy this. Not as much as the first book, but I loved it for a lot of different reasons. My biggest thing that I loved about this one was Fox. He was just such an amazing male main character, and like I mentioned before, there's a lot of like slut shaming and like people thinking of him like literally basically like man whoring him out the entire book, and he has been kind of treated this way his entire life, and we never really have these conversations about guys who are kind of put into that kind of a box and are like openly sexualized from such a young age. Like he was sexualized from a super, super young age and was made to feel like his entire self-worth was like based on the women he could sleep with. And it was just such an important conversation, and like just the way that he was so self-deprecating and kind of viewed himself in this lens and felt like he wasn't worthy of anything was just so heart-wrenching and such like an interesting outlook to have in this kind of situation. So I like that was like my favorite part of this book because no one does that, and Tessa Bailey did that in such a beautiful way. So I really, really love that part of this book. It's a big part of like a lot of the tabs I have is because Hannah is like, you feel like the only way you can have a connection with someone is that you have to owe them something sexually, but like I don't want you to have to feel that from me. Like I'm like, no, this is not gonna happen. Like we're gonna be friends and then we'll figure out what happens from there. Like this is
And I loved their relationship progression. It was such a nice progression as well. It's definitely like slow burn too. Like nothing really happens until like towards the end as well. I still equally enjoyed it. I think it's like a 4.5 stars. Probably a 4.5, just the extra 0.5 just because of how much I loved Fox. But I do want to say the epilogue jumps forward 10 years, which I get because like this is the Bellinger sisters, like it's a duet. The epilogue is for both the sisters. It's like the ending to this duet. Like I get that. But I was like, good God, 10 years, hello. So yeah, really enjoyed this. I do really recommend it. Just know that it definitely has a bit of a different tone. I did also read Only One Night or something like that by BL Mute. It's like less than 100 pages. I felt like it was like 40 pages or something. And it's about this plus-sized heroine who works at a sex toy shop. And this dude who comes in one night and then like keeps coming in like subsequent days. And then like on like the 5th or 7th day that he comes in, he like asks her to like sign a contract to have like one night together, and he's like this rich silver fox dom dude. It was good. I enjoyed it. It's my first time reading from BL Mute. I definitely feel like I've read better like really short 40-page erotica novels before. I've read better ones. This one was still fun. It was a nice outlook. It was still steamy. I'd probably give it like a solid 3 out of 5, you know? Then we have this, A Hunt of Shadows. I am currently 34 pages in, planning on finishing this tonight. Somehow, I don't know how, but I do plan on finishing this tonight. And I kind of vaguely remember most of the things that happen in book 1, but this, like I said, is an elemental magic series. It's about all these different countries that exist, and what ends up happening is like every 100 or so years there's like this massive competition where like the 4 main elementalists from each of the countries come together and have like a competition to see like who's the best country. Kind of like the Olympics, but elemental magic. Which actually sounds really cool when I put it that way. Wow. Anyway, this follows the events of the first book where there's a lot of shit goes down. So it's the main character dealing with that again. And I think it's a fun series. I enjoy Elise Kova's fantasy books. She does a really great job with her magic systems. That's what I really freaking love about her books, is her magic systems, and her world building is always super on point. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you guys know tomorrow how this ends up going and what I end up thinking of it. And yeah, bye. Okay, so I'm here to close out this vlog because I did stay out last night specifically so I could finish A Hunt of Shadows by Elise Kova. This was fine. It's like a 3.5 out of 5 stars, I think. Only because the romance was really lacking in this second book. The first book, it was a really nice slow burn, a little bit of like hinting here and there. In this book, it felt like we suddenly tipped a bit into like insta love, but then the characters never really interacted at all throughout the book. And then at one point they're like, I love you too. And I'm like, okay. And then like there's a whole thing that happens towards the end, and like she's trying to like hint that something could be happening, and it was just so blatantly obvious. Like it was like, I can see this coming from a mile away, and you're trying to act like it's not, and it's quite clear. Now, like I've always said though, I love her world building and I love her magic system, and the plot was really nicely done in this. Like a lot happens, but it never feels like it's too much, and it makes sense for the book. I never struggle like learning how things work, learning the political systems, because this is a very politically intricate book because there are so many different kingdoms, so many different things going on between the different kingdoms as like a result of like tensions and stuff like that. The different magic systems between all the different kingdoms and the creatures, how everyone else deals with their magic, how our main character is dealing with her own magic because she is like water and frost, especially like frost is like her specialty, like her ice magic is like amazing, and so she also has like these other hidden abilities, and it's her kind of like furthering those abilities even further this time around and actually learning some new things. And also she's dealing a lot with what happened to her in the first book and trying to deal with the trauma she underwent in that book, and like trying to come out of that and like accepting help from other people and letting people back into her life. So I enjoyed it. It was a good book. It's just I don't think it's a 4-star fantasy, because I feel like lately a lot of the fantasy books I've been reading have been 4 stars, and this does feel a little bit below that. But I do think that if you enjoy YA fantasy, you should pick up Elise Kova. She just has a really nice world, and I like reading her books. They're very easy to get through, and I do appreciate that part of it. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Hope you guys did enjoy this video.
We had some really amazing books, some not so amazing books, but they all come out today. You can make your own decisions, and thank you so much. If you guys did enjoy this video, please click that button down below. If you want to see more of me, please go to my channel. And until next time, thanks a bunch everyone. Bye bye!